Okay, cameras are rolling, and let me start this. To begin with, I took this bobbin out at half. Even though you could do something with it, I took it out. I don't like to get stuck in the middle. Now, I'll try not to get in the way of the camera here. So I got a fresh bobbin, and I use pre-wounds. Okay. Now the bobbin turns counterclockwise. There is a little picture, little icon into the plastic here, and you put the bobbin down in the hole. There's a groove this way. You put the thread into that groove. There's an arrow. You bring it up into a channel. There's a channel. I'm bringing it around the channel. The spool is unwinding counterclockwise. This cuts it. Okay. So now we put the little door back on the machine. A little see-through door. Threads in position. So now I have a USB over here, and I'm just going to switch my camera. I want to see the view of with the other camera just to make sure. Alright, I have the USB in position. Right over here, and just go back to that there. All right, and this little icon here shows you that I want to read what's on the USB. You press that. There's a couple of images on here. Now, I recognize them by the silhouette. Almost looks like that one there. No, it's not that one. Okay, I'm gonna hit this, highlight it, and then I'm gonna hit the little pocket. Come out of the pocket. Okay, so it starts off telling me that there's 12 thread changes. It's embroidery thread style. So what does that mean? I've got an embroidery machine. And what does that have to do with anything? What it does have to do with, if you go, for example, to this page icon, and you right now it says embroidery, it says 1, 2, 3. Now, what does that have to do with anything? All right. Sometimes you get the machine, it's not set up that way. You could have, or you could select country. Sorry. You get confused when you line selecting. This directly is in line with the name. Country, okay. Number system with the word country. Then you got Madeira, poly. Madeira rayon. You got your sulkies, which I have over there, but I don't have a full set. And then the RA, which is Robinson Anton system, and that gives you numbers. Okay, so let's go back to embroidery. That's what that means. So now here is the unloaded design. It's a Halloween design, and it's asking for thread number 512. So the threads I use are numbered. Nobody said nothing. I said 512. It's 515. All right? I stand corrected. Now, these threads, like most of them, have in the back, like for example, you could unlock this. See, like I just did? Okay, and the purpose of that is to capture the thread. All right, now, the Brothers machine, in fact, most machines, they come with a deal like this that helps guide the thread so it doesn't get caught around the spool pin. I don't use it. All right. With this particular thread, I use it with the sulky. So now we're gonna thread this. So number one comes down. This little deal here, up. The 2 comes over, down, 3, up, 3, over 4, down to 5. Then 6 is a little metal standoff, like a little finger, and you have to pull the thread, and it sort of snaps in. Then you go to 7, which is here, and that leads you right into the cutter for the thread. I just cut the thread, and of course, and it fell out. It has to stay in that number 7 little slot over here. Just let me check this camera on my right. Go to my input, and I just want to make sure that the other camera is picking up everything that, okay. All right, you can see my screen, and right, I came a little closer on that other camera. Okay, so go back to input. All right, so now I got my main camera on my left going. In fact, they're both going. So I got the green up in there. I brought it down. Now, to thread the needle, you bring this down smartly, I say. You could hear it. See, it comes down and it snaps. The spring allows it to snap. Now, I'm using a nice, very nice tweezer, well made. It's made by Getz. They make needles. And it's the long arm 3700 model. And once you squeeze it, and then you can let go. In other words, you squeeze it to open it, and then you let go, and it holds what you got. All right, so I got this here. I got the sulky salvia on the top. I did this one last night. It was the same fabric, and I used the salvia on the top. All right. That's last night's one job. So now I got this tight. It's in. Got my needle threaded. I got a red light. That means the presser foot is up. If you have to, you could lift the presser foot higher, about 3/16 of an inch against the spring. So now bring it down. I'll line up the 2 rivets. I'm trying to keep my head from my glasses getting in the way. I see it on my monitor. All right, so now let's go. I need a green light, which means I got to bring the presser foot down. Green light. Now what I do a couple of stitches, because the book says to put the thread through the eye in the presser foot, the hole in the presser foot, which I don't do. It takes too much time. I make the stitch go a little bit, and then what I do is, it locked in the bobbin thread, and what I do is I just clip it, because especially with dark colors, The dark color sometimes, if it's laying, if you got a thread laying, and then you do a yellow over it or a white, the thread shows. So it's a good idea to, it's not like a jump stitch that's out in the open. Oh, look at this. That's all it did? That's all it wanted? Wow. Alright, and two, now it's asking for another color. Alright, so what I do is, it cut it there, down there already, so I cut it up here. Alright, clip that, and the first step, what you can do is you pull, oh, I got a green light, you need a red light. Why? Because the tension washes open with the red light. See? Right in here, it has tension washers. So you'll find yourself doing that all the time. So now the green comes off, and try to be neat with your thread for the next person, which is probably you. All right, bring this in the groove, right, like that, and then you could put it out of the way, indicating that you used it already. Now it's asking for an 8-10. Okay. Light lilac. I like this color. I used to have a shirt like that. Alright, so put this on the top. And look at this, I'm still in the groove. You gotta get out of the groove. Now up 1, up to 2, over the top, down to 3, up to 4, down to 5, pull it into the little finger, over the needle bar, clip this, alright, now thread the needle, right through, okay, bring about a good 6 inches of thread through, because when the needle goes down and up, it could pull that thread and wrap it around the bobbin. You now need a green light. Go. Okay. Did so many stitches. Okay, continue. Alright, we're in part 2 now, the second 15 minutes. Now some designs, the ones built into the machine, as it's stitching out, will give you the stitch count over here. And you'll see the stitch count with the slash bar and the active stitch for that color, and then the total stitches for that, the whole total design. Okay, so now I'm done with that. It's asking for an 800, but let's do business over here first. Clip this, red light, which is press your foot up, pull out your cut thread, right, dispose of it, bring your thread out, alright, threads out, put it to the top. Now we talking 800, which I happen to know is red. It's a nice red. Okay, my thread's out. This goes up there, over 1, down, up to 2, over 2, down to 3, up 3, over to 4, down to 5. 6 is over the needle bar. Pull it. You might not even hear that little snap that it makes. Alright, I cut my piece of thread off. In the green light, thread the needle. Alright, shut right through. Pull out. Oh, I can't pull it out. You need a red light to pull it out, which opens up your washers on your upper tension. Alright, I got about 6 inches there. Now you need a green light. So a couple of stitches, the thread gets shorter. Alright, leave it right there. Clip it. Alright, take it out of the way. Green light, go. See, that's a jump stitch. We got a violet jump stitch. What some people do is they cut all the jump stitches. It takes a couple of more seconds. You don't want to leave that, even the jump stitch, in the event it puts a white over everything. Okay, so that's alright. It's asking for 4 now, so let me cut this. I need a red light to open up the tension deals. I bring this out, the cut thread, throw it in your waist. See, at this point, I can get right in there with this long ginger snips that I have here. It's a special one that I bought. Extra long. Fits even a man's fingers. Okay, so now it's asking for a different color, right? I'll put this away. Put my red around the little thread holder. Alright. It's asking for a 214. See? 214. Okay. That goes here. Alright. Bring it to 1 first. Down under this bar, up 2 over 2, down to 3, up 3 to 4, down 4 to 5, and then 6 is over the needle bar. Went in, and right now 7 is right here, and then you clip it carefully. Alright, it's cut. Now I could bring this down the thread, shut right through. Alright, I need a green light to continue. Now, at this point, I got 21 minutes. At this point, I'm going to say something. This auto threader, it's happened on 3 machines I had. This is my 3rd PE-770. Right, and the one on my right, it's another brother, the Innovis 2800 Delta. Now, all of these, even one that I sold to a lady on eBay, when she got the machine and I packed it so well, not realizing that this deal right here that I'm sort of showing, this deal that's coming down, not the white part, but the stuff underneath. There's 3 parts. There's 3 parts under there, and all 3 parts fell off because it slipped off the shaft. There's a shaft there's a shaft right under here, and there's no lock or anything, so it slipped off. So my suggestion is, because when you put it back, once you align the three parts up, you push up on the mechanism every so often. If you're doing 45 thread changes, it could fall off on you. And you're going to have three parts, and I'm telling you, and it's, I'm an aircraft mechanic, and it took me a little while to figure out what the heck they were for. All right, so it's asking for the 214, which I got in there. I got a green light, and it just did a jump stitch. All right, I'm going to get rid of that. Boy, that's sloppy. I mean, did a jump stitch here. Did one little stitch on the other side. All right, pull this out. Wow. Okay, continue. I recommend, I haven't used this yet on this machine, but one time I was out, this cam here, sometimes when they ship them, the cam is one little screw there, and you could actually move this cam one way or the other, and it would affect the how much thread goes on the bobbin. You might not get enough. Now yeah, it's still got these other colors that go on. They're very good machines. I highly recommend them. Of all the videos I have, and I have over 280, this is my most popular worldwide. Mostly in the United States, Brazil, Germany, Taiwan. Those are some of the big users of this particular brother. And this is an embroidery only, of course. That's all it will do. Do monograms, do lettering. I did this last night. It does very nice on velvet. Also, this would have to be washed out. I use what they call tear and wash. Here's the large hoop, and using this particular font, that's the size of the letter, medium and small of this particular font. That big hoop I just showed you is a 5x12 hoop. I'm using 5x7. This comes with the machine. This design's around 4x4. Now you can see how nice this is coming off even without the washer on. That's a jump stitch over there. I'm gonna get rid of that jump stitch. I got a lot of projects that you can still see the jump stitch underneath. Now this is a Halloween decoration. See, when something like this is done by the digitizing artist, I think this is done in Willcom software, which I have, but I'm no good at it. The brother PE Design Next, I'm able to move around sort of comfortably in it. But anyway, the digital artist you see the rendering using the same color of red, how by changing the stitch angles, same thing with the leaves, gives you the effect of shape of 3 dimension, and that is done by the software. And the software, digitizing software, you got the graphic mode, which is a green leaf. When you go into the digitizing mode, you actually see the threads, and then you could angle portion of the thread, angle it to give the illusion. Well, actually, you could feel it. You could actually feel it. It's more than an illusion. It's like, maybe it'll go over it several times to give a convex where it would reflect the light. Okay, so on that note, I hit my camera here. The one on the left didn't budge, but the people watching the one on the right. All right, so clip it up here, right? It's clipped already down there. You need you need red light in order to pull the thread past the thread washes, tension washes. I'm clipping off my jump stitch, getting it out of the way. Got one there, got one over here. A lot of times it's easier to do it here than when you see it and it's under something. Okay. Now, take this out. It's asking for 208 now. It's in the same realm, sort of a golden pumpkin look. Alright, the thread's out down there. Get this out of the way, mister. Okay, one. Down here and up. Down, up 3, over 4, down 5, 6 into the little guide over the needle bar. 7, cut it. Okay, thread it. Went right through. Pull out about 6 inches. Pull out more than 6 inches there. Oh, I got an airplane up there. I'm an old aircraft mechanic. I'm old, of course, 72, but I'm aircraft mechanic 48 and a half years. So I've been around the block a couple of times. Okay, here we go. 2 stitches and I made a jump stitch right across the whole thing. I take offense to that jump stitch. 2 stitches and a jump stitched about 3 inches, just for whatever. It must be a joke that the digitizer did. Alright, green, go. take this, clip it off, bring up press or foot, get it a red light. Don't forget to take the thread out, because if you don't, the thread's still in the tension wheels up there, and you could wind up with two threads side by side, and it might jam up your work a bit, you know. So now it's asking for 205. All right. Okay, so we go into 1, down, up to 2, over, down to 3, up 3, over to 4, down to 5, 6 over the needle bar, pull it to the left, through 7, clip it, okay, bring down your little threader, pull your thread. You could do it because you got a red light. Tension washers are released. Now you need to stitch a green light. Alright, a couple of stitches. Let me cut that little doodad off. Alright. You gotta be careful you don't cut the thread in the needle. You know, so does happen. Well, we're in the third part right now, 39 minutes. I bought this design off embroiderydesigns.com, and it cost me $10. It's mine to use. You're not supposed to alter it though. You know, you can put a name underneath, but you're not supposed to alter the design because it's copyright. And it's available in the different formats. PES, this machine will read, and I think there's another P that it reads. I saw it the other day. It could be PCS, but I know it also reads DST, which is sort of a generic. Alright, so it stopped. So clip the yellow, give me a red light over here. Pull the thread out first, get it out of the way. Alright, pull this thread off. Alright, pull this thread off. Now, it's asking for a 337. See, I haven't used this one before. And what I do with the new spools is I use a sharp pencil. If you use something like this, it'll push your label off, and without a label, you got sort of a problem without a label. If for some reason 3 of these, the labels fell off and you don't know which is which, you're going to have a problem. You know? See, I never used this one. Alright. And I pulled it out. And right from the middle, they got a piece of thread sticking up. That's poor quality control. I don't like that. But, alright, 337 that goes up in there. Then of course 1 up to, oh, something happened. I didn't do it right. 1 up to, that would have screwed up. Over 2, down to 3, down to 3, up 3, over 4, 5 down there, and then 6 is above the needle bar, which my hand sort of, alright, I got it in. I heard the little sound. So now bring this down, right through. Bring the presser foot down. Alright. Nope. Press the foot up because I got to pull thread out. I got about 6 inches there. Now you need the green. Alright. Okay. It's coming up to 45 minutes. Nice. We're moving right along here. I'm cutting the thread. Green light, pull out your needle waste. And this up, put it away, stow it. Nice. Alright, asking for $3.99. Right here. Warm gray. They call this. See, I wouldn't call that a warm gray. Sort of a silver gray, but it is warm, sort of. When they say warm, it has sort of a hint of red in it. That's where they get the warm. Okay, now I just went through 6, now 7, clip it. Okay, throw the waste away, thread the needle right through, nice. Haven't missed once with the needle threading. I got a red light, so that means I could pull my 6, 7 inches out of there. Alright, now you need a green light to stitch. And jump stitch right away, look at this. Alright, let me clip that piece. Yeah. Okay. did that. Alright, press her foot up, red light, clip up here, pull this out. Alright, take this off, the warm gray. Alright, warm gray is there. Then I need 10, number 10. This is, this could be, I'm not sure what it could be. There's, look at the mess I got. Look at the mess, Nobody move. I gotta, this is what happens when you don't put it tight when you put it away. That's what happens. Get punished. Okay, this goes on. There. Now, 1, 2, down 3, up 4, down to 4 to 5. 6 is above the needle bar. Alright, 7 is above the auto threader. Clip it. Take your three little deal away. Now you thread it, right? Another perfect threading. I pull out about 6 inches. Green light. In the event you ever have your auto threader fall apart on you, you could still embroider. Just say it's a weekend or whatever. You don't see my video or you can't find it. You could thread the needle by hand, right? Like my mother had to do. Okay, I got green light. And jump stitch. Look at this. Right away, jump stitch. All right, 8, 3, 4 stitches. Get this piece out of there. Wise guy. I taught it. We got 51 minutes. Okay, that was number 10. Yeah. They're moving right along here. But it's still, I think it's still gonna, I still think we're gonna go past an hour, which is not what I want to do. Alright, the action for, I used this last night. Okay. I pull the thread out, yes. All right, 1, down 2, up, over 2, down to 3, up 3 to 4, down, oh, I slipped. Down 4 to 5, and 6 is above the needle bar. I heard it snap in. 7, cut the thread and it fell out of 7, so gotta go back. Put it back in. All right, thread it and right through. Like I said, you smartly bring the lever down. In other words, not slow and deliver it. You bring it down and it snaps. The purpose of it is the snapping portion. All right, bring this down. Green light, go. I got this about 4 inches of thread. Is that enough? Sometimes if it isn't, you wind up your needle thread comes out. So pull an extra 2 inches. Ooh. Ooh, look at this. We're moving right along. I forgot to cut it up here. All right, now, what is it asking me for? It's asking me for a white. I need a red light, and I gotta pull the blue thread out, and nobody said nothing. I was checking. Nobody said a damn thing. Just sat there, drinking their tea or whatever they drink. Alright. Up. 1, down. 2, up. 2, over to 3, down. 3, up to 4, over, down. 5, 6, pull it in, above the needle. Alright, did that. 7, clip it. Bring this down. Right through. Perfect score so far. Alright, pull out about 6 inches. Green light. Couple of stitches. Okay, stop it. Clip that little dinger off there. Pull this out. Hey, moving right along here. We got 55 minutes. 56. I lied. Yeah, the white's quite involved in this design. And my camera on the left, I got a 64-minute tape, so I'm reserving some of my time with the white. And I'll continue with this camera when I get into the black. Yeah, we just started the black. The black looks like it's quite involved. See that? That's the Tweety bird, and that's the cat. Coming nice, I like it. It's good. Oh, nice. That's the Tweety bird ready to hit the cat. Oh, that's the end. Look, we gotta go, folks. We gotta go over here. Put this light off. Alright, you can see when it's finished. Tells you okay. See? And then you just hit okay. Alright. And pull this up. It clipped it here, so I could just pull this right out. Sometimes you got to reach across. Okay, and this is what we have. Okay. Everybody see this? It's nice. Come nice. Look at this. Where am I going to put it? And get this one here. And I got this. Come nice. I got two cameras. I got to show this in two cameras. And you take this off. See, this rips off, and you cut your jump stitches, and you got a nice embroidery there. It's a nice thing for the kids. Right. Okay, Vince Arcuri, and I thank everybody for watching. And this run longer than I expected, but real time. You saw this in real time, and you know it took hour and 17 minutes. Vince Arcuri, thank you.